I'm Tim Locklair, Chief Officer for Academics and Student Support Services for Moore County Schools. Today, I'd like to share with you some information about our projected student enrollment and staffing for 2019-20 that was shared at our all-day school board budget retreat on January 22nd, 2019. Led by our Planning, Accountability, and Research Department, the Academics and Student Support Services team has established systems and processes that allow us to make initial projections to the next year's student enrollments. As noted, we utilize day 20 historical data and 3-year kindergarten enrollment average when we're making our projections for the next year. The Planning, Accountability, and Research team rolls historical day 20 numbers forward to project the next year's enrollment. Something that's important for us to note is our K-3 class size law requirements. I'd like to share both this year's requirements and the requirements that we'll be utilizing for next year's projections. For the 2018-19 school year, per state law, we have a max district average of 1 to 20 in K-3. For each individual class size in Moore County, in order to have that average, we had a mandated individual class size of 1 to 22. Looking into the 1920 school year, our max district average class size is 1 to 19, and the individual class size is 1 to 21. Just a note on the numbers. Each year around September, we report our unofficial numbers. These are self-reported enrollment numbers. For our projections, we utilize the official numbers of the principal's monthly report that's in Power Schools for the best accuracy. In 2018-19, we projected 12,536 students for the 2018-19 school year. This did not include our students at CLC at Pinckney. For 18-19, our day 20 enrollment was 12,787, including the students at Pinckney. For K-5 teacher allotments, we underprojected by 7 teachers, mostly due to the K-3 class size maximums that we have to live by per state law. For 2019-20, our student enrollment projections are 12,700 students for the 19-20 school year. This is a 0.68% projected enrollment reduction. This variance for next school year is driven by the use of a 3-year kindergarten average, where 9 of our kindergarten classes next year are projected lower than they are this year based on using historical averages. We also have a variance for next year of our new school opening up, Deeds Creek Elementary. In order to prepare for that new variance, we use transportation data to determine current student allotment with the new schools and then roll this forward to project the enrollments at Deeds Creek, Sandhills Farm Life, and Bass Lakeview. Because we don't have a 3-year history with these new schools and the impact at Sandhills Farm Life and Bass Lakeview, the kindergarten enrollment is estimated by using the same number that these schools would have had this year. This chart demonstrates how we went through this process of looking at the current enrollment at Sandhills Farm Life and Bass, then looked at the current enrollment if Deeds Creek was open this year, and then utilizing that, rolling that forward for a projection for next year. This chart demonstrates our projections for the 2019-20 school year. You'll note that we are now utilizing a 3-year projection for the Community Learning Center at Pinckney in these projections. Our overall student projection for next year is 12,700 students. So how's this projection utilized for teacher allotment push out? It's done through using these student numbers. We take out EC self-contained students from the overall projection because they receive funding from a different location. And then we apply the K-3 class size regulations to make sure we're complying with those laws. Next year, that means reducing our maximum class size in each K-3 classroom by 1 to meet the law. So utilizing this process, you can see our projected numbers without exceptional children self-contained students in that number. You see that number is 12,570. These next several slides are demonstrating 3 separate projected allotment scenarios that we shared with the board on January 22nd. The first scenario we'd like to share with you is maintaining a negative allotment status that we found ourselves in this year. We were not able to allot additional teachers in 4th through 12th grade classrooms because we had a capped number of teachers that we could push out overall as a district because of our budget situation. If we maintain that negative status rolling in the next year, we would need overall 2 more teachers than we did this year. And that breaks down in each grade level. In K-3, that means we would need 9 more teachers. In grades 4-5, we would qualify for 5 less. Grades 6-8 for 2 less. Grades 9-12 require no change to the allotment from this year. If we utilized our current standard and we gave teachers to schools based on what they qualify on the current teacher-student ratios that we use, we would need 9 more teachers in our district next year than we do this year based on current projections. In K-3, we would again need 9 more teachers. This is based on the class size law that mandates those class sizes. In grades 4-5, we would qualify for 4 less teachers. 6-8 qualify for 4 more. 9-12 requires no change again. This last scenario looks at what would our district look like if we utilized the pupil-teacher ratios we had prior to the K-3 class size law. In this scenario, we would need 28 more teachers in our district than we did have this year. Overall, we would need 9 more teachers in K-3 again because that's required per law. In 4th and 5th grades, we would qualify for 5 more teachers. In grades 6-8, qualify for 9 more teachers, and in grades 9-12, qualify for 5 more teachers. Some summary points we'd like to share with you that we also shared with the board on January 22nd is that we are helped by House Bill 90 that allots enhancement teachers to our K-5 classrooms at 1 teacher per 191 students. This is rolled out over the period of 4 years at 25% each year. We project we will get 7 enhancement teachers next year. Growth overall is difficult to predict. We saw that this year where our numbers, actually student enrollment, came in over what we were projecting. This makes it very difficult to predict the overall number of teachers we'll need as a district. One place that's exhibited is in our K-3 class sizes with the mandated class caps. 1 or 2 or 3 students above what some grade levels currently are in our district would require us to allot more teachers in those schools. But conversely, if those grade levels, some grade levels lost 1, 2, or 3 students, we would have to pull teachers out of those classrooms. And overall, it's very important to note that thanks to our Planning, Accountability, and Research Department led by Director Kate Fall, we have systems and processes in place where we're able to monitor this and stay on top of this. Thank you.